Previously on Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Tifa.
Come on, come on! Now!
Hello and welcome back to this, well, rather somber start to Final Fantasy VII Remake. So yeah, going right into the action. This is going to be a heavy episode to anyone who knows what's going on, so don't expect me to be speaking a lot today. Yeah, so chance for me to actually talk. So yeah, I did re-record that segment. Thank God that I was able to just go right into the Ring of Rouge fight without any real problems. So yeah, that all just happened. It's been a couple days since I recorded, so give me a few moments to get my bearings. Right, and I don't think I can get any more new material slots. At least until I max out my character and get a few other things. Okay. So yeah, today's episode is going to be very, very story driven, so I don't expect to have much to be able to comment on. I have lowered the volume of the game itself because I've been advised that you guys can barely hear me. I'll be upping the volume during cutscenes a little bit more, but yeah. Apologies to anyone who really was trying to listen in. So where am I? So I've got 13 times 2, 26 levels if I wanted to max things out, but I don't have 26 levels. So we need at least 3 of those things in order to get it, yeah. Alright, moving on. So yeah, there's gonna
Hey! Anybody out there?
Barrett! I think I hear him up ahead.
be... Yeah, his voice just literally came in like
Hey!
it...
Can anybody hear me?
I'll say this about him. Let me double check something. I'll say this about things before we go any further. Um, John Eric Bantel. Oh boy, does he have a trumpet of a voice box. That made me jump when he screamed like that. Even though I have seen this before. Oh god.
Marlene! Jesse!
Here goes.
And push!
Big! Wait! Marlene. Marlene. Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene. Marlene.
It was us. We did this.
No. You can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Barrett. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
The hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
Brutal. I said it before with intermission, but this is brutal. So yeah, intermission has now concluded at this point, and I will be reflecting the complete culmination playlist to reflect that particular effect. So when we get to this, when this episode releases, oh yeah, this will be that. So time to move forward and go and find Marlene. So a moment of tragedy, yet there's still signs of hope. Yeah. Okay.
How could this happen?
I didn't really think that.
Yep, the two Shinra soldiers survive.
Believe the plate's gone.
I don't... What do we do now?
What you were hired to do. Get these people out of here.
I guess that is the difference between there are two types of soldiers, obviously. And I'm talking about and I'm not talking about the cloud type soldier. I'm talking about the infantry. Two types of infantrymen. The men who are there to do follow orders, and for those who realize that not every order is a proper order. I think both of them just now realized. I think both are now on that same page of the ladder.
So you know, things could have been a lot worse if you hadn't done what you did. Sometimes you can't let yourself be bound by orders.
I've made up my mind. I'm not gonna do this job for Shinra anymore. I'm an officer of the people now.
My point exactly.
When is help going to arrive?
You know, this game is actually very relevant these days. Considering some of the stuff going on out there. I'm not going to comment on that, as I do not want this channel to become a political one.
You think he's okay?
I certainly hope so.
But yeah.
Hey, you can't give up hope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. You stop it with that talk. I don't even want to think about it.
Wait. Oh, it's just the rocket motor on its side. Sorry, I'm really into what's going on with SpaceX right now. So, apologies if I tend to slip up and mix in that a little bit.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
In my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright. You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Cloud?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Certainly gives more context to that scene from the original. I got some people to talk to on the way. Like, I am definitely talking to Sam.
Chocobos are so frightened they're refusing to move. Who could have seen this coming? It's all so tragic.
Okay, never mind. We don't see Chocobo Sam here right yet.
Whoa, someone forget a...
talking about it.
Yeah, and the skybox updates. Man.
Monsters with a few screws loose.
Wait,
You don't think
over
this
there.
is our fault?
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
Yo, if there was ever a time to strike.
Yeah.
Is he talking about... I did not see them. I have no idea who they were just talking about. But yeah. I gotta go in here real quick. Because I gotta talk about something real quick before I forget to say about it. This calendar in the background. I double checked it and double checked the dates. If I recall, this is the calendar. If I recall correctly, okay, it's not an exact match, but it is basically about the same. Yeah, this game takes place at Christmas. Or at least in September. Maybe, or at least lead up to Christmas. That might actually be October, actually. I know I'm breaking from... Oh, God. Yeah, I take that back. That is October's calendar. This is October. We're in Halloween territory right now. This is a Halloween era game. Nice to know. Flipazoids, you won't let me look.
Found 'em? We're searching the compound as we speak, sir.
Yeah, I get what they're doing. Get what that's about. M.
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
It's good to see that she...
However, did it come to this?
You know what? Came to this because of corporate greed.
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed?
I'll be honest right now. Before anyone asks, yes, I'm for capitalism, but I do see where its pitfalls are. And this is a step too far.
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah. Biggs, too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Come on now.
darn.
No need to be afraid.
Is
We're all
this...
scared.
Yeah, I
I've
don't...
been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
And notice, Klaus hasn't said anything about a price. He understands this is beyond the needs and wants of what he needs. This is what others need at the moment. So, first thing first, Marlene. And I'll be honest, I will have to be silent for that throughout that scene. Scene that is about to come is a truly... Get your Kleenex in right. Seriously, you are gonna need a Kleenex for this scene coming up. I know it.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't an accident.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
Yeah, Cloud is being realistic. that he believes that he knows where she is.
And now, breaking news.
I can't even imagine how it looks over there.
Anywhere but that is still safe. Doesn't feel like it. Officials are currently restricting access to emergency responders and urging people in neighboring
Just
sectors
thinking
to
of all the
remain
lives
indoors until
lost.
further notice. Also, Shinra has announced the
That might be
establishment
for
of an
the best.
emergency response team to ascertain the cause of the plate collapse and to determine if any
Think
other
it's true
sectors
what they
are
said about
currently at
Avalanche?
risk.
You know what? This came out in '97, 4 years before another major event happened in the U.S.
And now,
I
breaking news.
think this is actually
Did a plate really fall?
this shows the scale of what would have happened there. Scale that we never saw in the original. Okay, there is a way to get a hold of the Arcane Scepter if you didn't get it the other way. Yes, please. Even though it's not connected, it's definitely something worth it. And we can get the 3 we need for the moment. Okay, I take that back. We can get 2 of them right now.
World's just too dangerous these days not to keep a weapon at your side.
Yeah, no kidding. I know I'm taking my time getting to Elmira's, but yeah, I kind of need to get this part done. Okay.
Did a plate really fall?
Yes, it is. So I want to check something on my materia. If I recall correctly, raw.
World's just too dangerous these days not to keep a weapon at your side.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me check my materia. So this is all maxed out. So this is... I wish I had this thing set up differently than I do. Okay, we are swapping... No, actually. Cloud is... Okay, I'm not going to be giving Tifa another item because at this point I need her to keep things where they are. Never mind. I guess it's one place to fall asleep. Alright, let's just get up to Marlene's. We can actually do more exploring later.
There was this moment, and then all of a sudden.
Okay.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene! Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a
She's
pink dress
sleeping
today.
upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Alright, so the scene is coming, and unfortunately I don't have much I can really talk about here until afterwards. So I will have to see you guys on the other side of this, because this is a scene I just have to be muted for. So I will turn the volume up for this scene. Let's see.
Maybe you should join your friend upstairs.
Yes, I will, in just a second. Alright. I'm going to be going dead silent until after this big, huge thing, because this is big. See you afterwards.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories, like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility, and how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no, this one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a heavy scene. And no, you are her mother because you took over where her biological mother could no longer do so. You don't have to be the parent's actual mother to be a mother. Yeah, I know. I don't have to mention that one out loud. That's why this is such an important scene. Let me see. Yeah. I'll see you all next time. Have a good night.